Have you ever wondered what mysteries remain unsolved from ancient Egypt? A land where secrets lay buried in the sands of time, where tales of ancient pharaohs are etched in stone, yet shrouded in uncertainty. Today, we'll be exploring the unsolved mysteries of ancient Egypt that continue to baffle experts across the globe. From hidden megastructures to long-lost kingdoms, get ready to dive into the unknown, the unexpected, and the unexplained. This I have actually seen, a work beyond words. For if anyone put together the buildings of the Greeks and display of their labours, they would seem lesser in both effort and expense to this labyrinth. Even the pyramids are beyond words, and each was equal to many and mighty works of the Greeks, yet the labyrinth surpasses even the pyramids. These are the words of ancient Greek historian Herodotus in the 5th century BC upon discovering a colossal labyrinth structure near the foot of the pyramid of Amenemhat III at Hawara. A monumental structure with 2 grand levels, the labyrinth was said to contain a staggering 3,000 different interconnected rooms. It was woven together by an intricate network of tunnels, so complex that nobody could find their way out without a guide. Nestled at its base, a cryptic underground sanctuary housed the remains of ancient kings. At its pinnacle, an immense roof forged from a singular, monumental stone. Numerous ancient writers described vivid accounts of witnessing this architectural marvel firsthand, but over 2,500 years later, its precise location remains an enigma. The mysterious labyrinth has eluded discovery, offering only whispers of its existence. A massive 300-metre wide stone plateau, speculated to be the foundation of this legendary edifice, though time has claimed its magnificent upper floors. In 2008, a team of geo-radar specialists scanned the plateau and found, to their astonishment, that there was indeed an underground labyrinth, just like Herodotus and the others had described. As of yet, though, no one has excavated or stepped inside this incredible maze. Until then, we won't know for sure whether we've really found Egypt's greatest archaeological wonder. In 1868, the Museum of Zagreb, nestled in the heart of Croatia, unveiled a mysterious Egyptian mummy, a woman from the past, neither royal nor priestly, but cloaked in a riddle. Her linen wrappings, inscribed with an unknown script, perplexed the Egyptologists at the time. It was not until 1891 that the enigma was unlocked. The inscriptions were Etruscan, a culture that flourished in pre-Roman Italy. The discovery sent shockwaves through the academic world. The fragile textile, preserved immaculately in the arid embrace of Egypt, revealed not just the first, but the longest intact Etruscan text ever found. Questions arose. How did an Etruscan book end up enshrouding an Egyptian mummy? Etruria, ancient Tuscany, was a land rich in culture and trade, its script an adaptation of the Greek alphabet. The Linen Book of Zagreb, once a grand 11-foot sheet, now offered a wealth of knowledge previously unseen, with its language, crafted from burnt ivory ink and vibrant cinnabar, revealing an intricate ritual calendar. Yet the mystery deepened. How did this cultural artifact, dated between 200 and 150 BC, find its resting place in a land so far from its origin? The mummy, named Nessie Khons, wrapped not only in the Etruscan linen, but also in a papyrus of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. One theory suggests that in the 19th century, the mummy was acquired from Alexandria, a city that was a hub for international trade from the 4th to the 1st centuries BC. Given its status as a cosmopolitan port, it was common to come across texts from diverse cultures. The mummy was likely preserved using the materials that were readily available at the time, without particular consideration for their cultural or symbolic significance. This perspective suggests that the book found with the mummy does not necessarily reflect the deceased woman's beliefs, but rather underscores the opportunistic use of materials by those who prepared her body for burial. A contrasting theory proposes a distinct perspective, drawing attention to Etruscan art that illustrates linen books being incorporated into burial practices, similar to the Egyptian tradition of including the Book of the Dead in their tombs. If the deceased woman had Etruscan roots, it's conceivable that her family chose to honour her by intertwining the burial traditions of both her native and adopted cultures, featuring both the Egyptian Book of the Dead and an Etruscan linen text in her final resting place. Ultimately though, the definitive truth about why this Egyptian mummy was wrapped in an Etruscan text remains elusive. Queen Nefertiti, renowned for her reputed rule over ancient Egypt, continues to be an enigma. As the spouse of Pharaoh Akhenaten and presumed mother of the famed Tutankhamun, historical accounts suggest Nefertiti possibly ascended to power as pharaoh herself. However, unlike the grand tombs that encapsulate the eternal slumber of her contemporaries, Nefertiti's sepulchre remains elusive. Years of relentless pursuit, including the much publicised exploration up until 2018, have yielded no sanctuary. The hypothesis of a hidden chamber within King Tut's tomb, after meticulous examination, was debunked. The silence of ancient scrolls exacerbates the enigma, with Nefertiti's narrative abruptly halting after the 12th year of Akhenaten's rule. Speculations swirl, some suggest a reign under an assumed identity, while others are sceptical. Dr. Joyce Tildesley offers a starkly contrasting perspective, attributing the mystique surrounding Nefertiti to a posthumous elevation rather than historical prominence. In her view, the 1920s fascination with Nefertiti, fueled by the discovery of a mesmerizing bust, ignited imaginations and bestowed an amplified legacy. In Tildesley's eyes, the allure surrounding the Queen and the enduring quest for her tomb are born not from her historical stature, but from a modern infatuation. The absence of records and the undiscovered tomb, she asserts, aren't enshrouded in royal mystery, but indicative of a queen whose historical imprint was more modest than mythic. The enigmatic realm of Punt, often referenced in ancient Egyptian texts, remains one of history's tantalizing mysteries. This revered African kingdom, abundant in gold, ivory, and a myriad of exotic wildlife, has intrigued scholars and historians alike for centuries. Dubbed God's Land by the ancient Egyptians, Punt's affluence and influence are unquestioned, yet its precise location continues to elude discovery. Evidence of Punt's existence is undeniable, with historical records and even a depiction of its queen adorning an Egyptian temple. Yet the kingdom's physical remains are as elusive as the morning mist. In the quest to unveil this lost kingdom, scientists turned to the mummified remains of baboons, ancient gifts from Punt to Egypt. Analysing these preserved relics, they trace their origins to the regions of contemporary Eritrea or eastern Ethiopia. While this revelation illuminates a starting point, the expanse of this potential search area poses a formidable challenge to archaeologists. The demise of King Tutankhamun, who left the earthly realm at the tender age of 19, remains shrouded in enigma, not for the untimeliness, but due to the multitude of health afflictions that plagued him. Unravelling the exact cause of death is akin to navigating a complex labyrinth of medical and historical puzzles. Tutankhamun's health was a tapestry of ailments and genetic abnormalities. Malaria coursed through his veins, and a plethora of genetic issues, likely due to the incestuous union of his parents, burdened him. With a clubfoot and inherent defects, some scholars posit that the young king's demise was an inevitable eventuality. A fractured skull, once speculated as evidence of assassination, is now considered to have occurred during embalming. Yet the spectre of foul play lingers, an unsolved riddle echoing through the corridors of time. Tutankhamun's shattered knee evokes theories of a tragic chariot accident, a peculiar scenario given his physical incapacity that rendered standing unaided an impossibility. The enigma of King Tut's demise is a mosaic of medical calamities, unforeseen accidents, and sinister speculations. While we've unravelled threads of these ancient enigmas, an ocean of secrets still awaits the intrepid soul. Every relic, every hieroglyph is a silent custodian of stories untold, ready to unveil a world where myth and history intertwine. Thank you for embarking on this journey with us into the heart of ancient Egyptian mysteries. Until our next expedition, Keep searching and keep wondering. See you next time.